Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. MP is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Achua in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And Anunoby gets it to go.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Martin outside. Back to Rozier. Ball outside. Takes a 3. No good on the shot. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. They host the Hawks after this one. VanVleet misses. The Hornets with a lead. Rozier outside. Pass to Ball. Martin outside. 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. Ball against VanVleet. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 6 points.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
Barnes passes to MP. Rozier against Barnes. It's stolen by Washington. To the paint. Ball no good.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And MP with a basket on the assist from Anunoby. Give him 8 points now.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Rozier against MP. Stolen by MP. Anunoby passes to MP. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Back to MP. VanVleet outside. Anunoby against Martin. 6 to shoot. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Poeltl. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Rozier outside. Back to Ball. Let's go with a 3. Tipped away.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
MP's shot is good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second.
2 minutes remaining in the first round. 2 minutes.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Young, he's checked in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Porter Jr. in for Anunoby. Raptors on D. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. And it's Washington missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
It would seem to me with P.J. Washington, basketball was ingrained in his DNA. Why? Each of his parents' guys played Division I basketball.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for VanVleet. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Luke's checked in for Martin.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Hornets was outstanding. He added 15 points, and his ability to get to the line was big for this team. A surprise effort from a guy who typically plays a smaller role. We'll see if he can keep building the momentum.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
Pretty much in attack mode the whole evening. We'll see if he plays with that same level of aggression here tonight.
All right, Doris, how has it helped P.J. Washington growing up in a basketball family?
Well, I think if you have 2 college players, 2 high-level college players, it automatically means you've got 2 high-level coaches who can help develop your skills at a young age. But the other part of this, the mental aspect, such a huge advantage to have people who've been there and done that.
Down low. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Smith. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Well, Dennis Smith Jr. in the pick and roll. Boy, you don't know if he's going to rise and fire or set his teammate up.
Trent finds MP inside. And Boucher, the bucket on the assist by MP. Boucher's gotten his first basket of the night.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Here's Smith. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Thaddeus Young.
This is an area where Dennis Smith Jr. is working on, right? As the
First half comes to a conclusion.
Play. The score is your Raptors 36. The visiting team 39.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Steve Clifford. Paul and Rozier are the guards. Washington out there with Cody Martin. And it's Williams in at the 5, roaming the paint. Martin misses. Toronto has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. MP finds Van Vliet to the middle. Young. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Back to ball. Pass to Williams. Rozier outside. Washington with the ball. Guarded by Young. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Rozier. And he sinks the 11-footer.
This guy is just such an impressive scorer. Terry Rozier, 3 levels. The mid-range is on point. Guys, when the conversation is about the Charlotte Hornets, obviously there is a figure that looms large, and that's the majority owner, Michael Jordan, the man who has 6 NBA titles, the man who many consider the greatest player to ever play the game.
And it's good for 2. Hurdle's got his second basket on the night.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Since MJ took over as owner of the Hornets in 2010, he's tried to keep them competitive.
Unlike when MJ was a player in a huge market like Chicago, in a market like Charlotte, it's much smaller. It's a bigger challenge to attract marquee talent. But I would say this, they've got some exciting young talent on their roster. You begin with LaMelo Ball, certainly potential there to build on.
And the Raptors making a change here. And Anunoby's checked in. Rozier can't get it to go.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And Anunoby finds MP. Van Vliet with it. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And we just had to see that mobile 1 drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, BA, I mean, that's such a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration from him.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communication.
Hornets shooting 52% from the floor so far. Anunoby and Barnes are the forwards. Fred VanVleet out there with MP. And it's Young in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Martin. Ball outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Williams. Over VanVleet. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by Ball.
I tell you, the vision is simply special. LaMelo Ball toys with the defense, creates easy opportunities for his teammates.
Barnes passes to MP. And here's VanVleet. Hounded by Ball. Outside Anunoby. And the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
This is where OG Anunoby is going to grow. That offensive game will expand to the mid-range.
Martin outside. Rozier outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's MP. VanVleet, the pass to MP. Here's Barnes. Doesn't go for him. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Martin, the pass to Washington. Ball against VanVleet. To the inside. Rozier can't get it to go. Toronto has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Barnes in the post. Washington's there. Goes back up. And the layup by Barnes. And now it's a 12-point Toronto lead.
Well, that's Scotty Barnes doing one of the things he does best, getting after the offensive glass.
Who poked away. It's stolen by MP. Vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
Ball against VanVleet. Ball outside. Pass to Martin. Shot clock at 5. The 3 from Washington. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And Toronto calls time here.
All right, fans, time to fire off some t-shirts. Who won one?
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Pirtle's checked in for Anunoby. On the wing, MP. VanVleet outside.
2 minutes
Pass to Pirtle.
regulation time.
MP against Rozier. And here's MP from outside. Oh, it's pure again. He's now a perfect 10 for 10 in this one.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
And the bucket is good. And the Raptors lead by 14. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Knocked away. Barnes with it. Guarded now by Ball. Down low. Here's MP. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. MP's got 9 points now in the second half. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Shot clock at 2. Washington. That shot is off. Young with the defensive effort. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Raptors.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Pass the ball. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball.
So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.